In this video, I want to look a little bit closer at partitive division and how students first learn to start solving these problems. As a reminder, partitive division means we know the number of groups and we know the total, but we're missing the amount per group. Let's look at how students solve these partitive division problems using direct modeling. And let's continue with the problem we were dealing with before, where we had 15 cookies evenly between 5 plates. And children solve these partitive division problems by constructing groups of objects. The solution requires finding the number of objects per group, but there are several ways we might do this. One way would be to deal the objects into the correct number of groups one at a time until the total number of objects is used up. So we would have 5 plates. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now that I have my 5 plates, we would just slowly add in the cookies until we get to 15. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we can see that the answer would be 3. There are 3 cookies on each plate. Many students do not systematically deal the counters out one by one like we just did. They start out by putting more than one object in a group and then add or remove objects from each group as they find necessary. So maybe they start by putting 2 in each group. And when they do that, they realize that that's 10. They have 5 left, so they can add 1 more to get a total of 3. Or they might try adding 4 to each group to start with. And once they do that, they realize that that's too many, that gets us to 20 cookies and we only had 15. So then they can remove 1 from each and realize that now there are 15 cookies, so there are 3 each. What about counting strategies? It's much more difficult to use strategies involving counting or adding to solve these partitive division problems than it is for multiplication or measurement division. For partitive division counting strategies, children tend to use a trial and error strategy to figure out which number to skip count by or to add to. They know the number of groups and the total number of objects, but they're missing the number per group, so they don't know exactly what they should be skip counting by. Let's go back to the problem we were dealing with. In order to do this, like I said, we would need a trial and error method. So the way we would do this is, let's start by assuming there would be 2. Well, then we would count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and realize that's not enough, so that's going to be wrong. What if we did it by 4s? 4, 8, 12, 16, and then 20. Well, 20 is also too much. What about 3? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So I counted 5 times. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to represent our 5 plates, and counting by 3s worked. So our answer would be 3.